QuickBooks has the data, but creating the exact report you need can still take too much manual work. In this video, I'll show you how to create custom QuickBooks reports in Quadratic by asking questions in plain English and turning the answers into reusable spreadsheet reports. For anybody that's new here, this is Quadratic. It is an AI spreadsheet. You can find the AI chat over here on the left, and then over here on the right is a spreadsheet that works basically the same as any other spreadsheet you've used. So first thing I'm going to do is connect live to my QuickBooks data. Awesome. So it tells me all of the different tables I have to work with right here. And for my first prompt, I'm just going to look into my data a little bit further. I'm telling Quadratic to give me a preview of the data, including these tables right here, and clicking submit. And then I'm going to close this just to get it out of the way. Awesome. Now we can look at a preview of all of our different tables by scrolling up and down, and we can look at the different columns by scrolling left to right. And I'm going to keep this sheet. I'm not going to get rid of it before building this report, but I'm going to title this sheet Data Preview in case I need to come back and look at any of the data that I have to work with. For my next prompt, I'm telling Quadratic to create a new sheet called QuickBooks Report, and on that sheet to create a chart breaking down revenue and expenses and showing net income as well, and hitting submit. Sweet, and just like that, Quadratic has created this chart breaking down our revenues, expenses, and net income. Next, I'm going to tell it to create another chart ranking my top vendors by spend, and once again, hitting submit. Now we have this chart ranking all of our top vendors by spend. And the great thing about Quadratic, once again, isn't just that you can do everything exactly the same as I'm doing right here. You're able to create custom reports that go well beyond what you're able to do within QuickBooks. And as an example of that, I can see that my data label is cut off a little bit right here, but that is no issue with Quadratic. I'm just going to give it this short prompt to fix it and hit submit. And just that easily, in about 10 seconds, it fixed the issue with the data label, so I'm ready for my next prompt. This time, I just want more of an overview of how my business is doing as a whole, so I'm going to have it give me an executive summary table with these columns. Feel free to pause if you want to read through these, if you want to follow along, but otherwise, I'm going to go ahead and hit submit. Awesome. So now I have this executive summary showing my total revenue, expenses, total net income, and so on. So at this point, I have a really great report. I have this table showing my monthly revenues and expenses. I have my top vendors. I have this executive summary. And then over here to the right, I have these tables breaking this down visually. And for my last prompt, I'm going to do something a little bit more ad hoc. Oftentimes, at least when I'm working with data, I will come up with new questions that may not be answered by the report that I've already created. And again, Quadratic is great for this because it's already connected to my data. I'm telling Quadratics to tell me which customers have invoices outstanding for more than 60 days, how much do they owe in total, and what's their average days past due, and hitting submit. And there we go. Within 30 seconds of having this question and telling Quadratic what I wanted to look at, I now have all of my overdue customers right here, along with their number of open invoices, their total outstanding, and average days past due. So there we go. Now that I have this report created, I can use this on an ongoing basis. I can tell Quadratic to refresh the data for me every Monday morning at 8 a.m. or whatever cadence that I would like. But this saves so much time versus traditional reporting methods. You can have so much more customization compared to what you can do within QuickBooks. So I highly recommend that you give Quadratic a try. You can check it out by going to the link at the top of the description of this video. And with that, I'll see you next time.